Grow My Cleaning Company teaches owners of cleaning companies just like you how to grow your company, make more money, and finally take charge of your financial future and your life. This podcast is about automating and creating systems that give you time and money freedom so you can grow like crazy without losing control. Since this is totally free, if you're getting tons of value, want to support us, and make sure that you get more of the good stuff, subscribe, rate, and review to this podcast today. Now, on to the show. Hey, Cleaning Nation, good to be with you today. I'm actually on vacation in a little town called Minturn, which is like right outside of Vail, and it is snowing. Sorry for those of you guys on the podcast or not live. Maybe the visuals aren't as good, but it's literally, I drove home in a snowstorm last night. Look at this. You see all that? Oh, snowplow going through? Yeah. And I know for all of you guys and gals in Cleaning Nation that live in cold places, I know that's not super impressive, but for a guy that's born and raised in Phoenix, it's awesome. So anyway, hello, Cecilia. Good to have you, sister. Anyway, I just want to tell you what's going on here. Today, we are going to talk about coaching, whether you need a coach, if it's worthwhile, how to get the best value, basically all that good stuff. John's here, Michelle's here, Diana Jean's here from Pennsylvania. So she's not impressed with my snow escapades at all, clearly from Pennsylvania. All right, so here's the deal. The problem a lot of folks face that we work with are like, I'm stuck in I know how to clean and I know how to kind of do some of the stuff, but no one ever taught me how to run a business or how to hire or how to do a lot of the crap that I'm now expected to do, leading this team or growing my cleaning company or getting out of cleaning, whatever stage you're at. And I feel like I need a coach. I need someone that's been there and done that can help me. But I am scared, right? Like maybe, you know how the internet is, man. It's like, first, who do I get for a coach, right? Is it what if they don't know my business, right? What if they don't get cleaning? Or B, what if they get cleaning? Like it's a cleaning coach. There's not that many of us out there, but we're here. But I've been on the internet. What if I get scammed or burned with some crappy coach, or maybe I've tried something before and it kind of worked, but not really. The problem is the cost of not figuring this thing out is at a minimum, you waste a ton of time and a ton of money. And at a maximum, it can cost you your dreams, right? Because if we get too stuck and unable to move forward or to do what we need to do, we can quit, we can give up, we can go out of business, a lot of things can kill us. And then, our dream, many of us, we build these cleaning companies for our kids, right? We want to have something we can pass on. So at a minimum, not having someone that's been there, done that to help you like kind of figure this crap out is going to cost you time and money. At a maximum, it can cost your dream and even your legacy for your kids. Hey, Andrew is on the call. I'm going to talk to that guy in a couple minutes on our elite call. Chris says, how's it going, brother? I am living the dream. It's Chris M. I don't know who Chris, I might know you, but I don't know who M is, but good to see you, buddy. All right. So here's the one thing I want to make sure that we get clear before we go forward is everything we're going to talk about assumes you're working with a good coach. So if you've got the wrong coach, none of this stuff applies. So we're going to go really quick. And I think I've done an entire podcast on this of how to make sure you've got a good coach. So we're not going to go too deep, but we are going to just do a quick kind of superficial deal. So the two, Chris says that you don't know me yet. That sounds a little, hopefully soon. I like that, Chris. So there's two big falsehoods that you can fall for, and I want to make sure we cover those. Then we're going to talk about how to have success with this. Hey, Veronica, good to have you, sister. So first, belief that we can have that'll kill us is everyone that's successful and kind of done what I want to do is going to be a good coach. That's not always the case. I certainly require that. If I'm going to pay someone or invest my time or money or trust them with my business, they need to have done what I want to do, right? I don't want to take anyone that, I don't ever hire a fat trainer, right? Maybe that's wrong. Maybe that's right. But I want to make sure if I'm paying someone to help me diet or work out or grow my business that they are in good shape and or they've got a good business. Or, I don't want a marriage counselor that's been divorced 6 times, right? I want someone that's been married for 30 years and has a great marriage. So make sure you do that. Second, just because they have that success doesn't mean they know how to help you. So you got to make sure that not only have they actually done it, a lot of people are like, I've never done it, but let me teach you how to do it. Not a fan of that. Or 2, I've done it, but I don't know how to help other people get the same results. So you want to make sure in any coach, and again, this is not just for business. This is for, like I said, marriage counseling or how to get thin or how to, a spiritual guy, any of that stuff. You want to make sure A, that they've done it, B, that they have helped other people do it. Chris says you need to see some kind of an ROI. Yes, I would absolutely agree with that, but it's hard to know if you're going to be able to, when you're looking for a coach, it's hard to know if you're going to get ROI. We can't really read the future. So the two ways I use to give myself the best chance of having an ROI is making sure they've done it and they've successfully transmitted that skill or that superpower to other people, not just one person, but over and over and over again. So again, we're not going to go too deep into that. Hey, Maurice, good to have you, but I do want to make sure that you guys know all the stuff that we're talking about for the rest of this broadcast or episode is assuming that you've got the right coach, a good coach that knows what they're doing and knows how to help you get that skill. So there. Okay. That said, moving on. The fall here's one of my favorite falsehoods, because the best lies are lies that have a lot of truth and are close to being true, but not totally true. And we're going to hit that now. So a big falsehood is the best way to learn is to make more mistakes. I don't know if you guys have heard that. I probably said it. The best way to learn is make more mistakes. Close to the truth. So close, but not dead on. The best way to learn is to make constantly improving mistakes, right? Constantly improving mistakes. So you need to make better and better mistakes, and you need to improve the way you respond to mistakes and your distinctions from those mistakes. So I know that sounds like I'm really splitting hairs. Oh, Dylan and Marshall, the greatest decision we ever made. One of our elite, he and his bride, one of our couple of our elite members, and super nice people. And I will get to talk to you guys in a couple minutes here. I love doing the lives on Tuesday because we have our elite calls on Tuesday where we get to hang out with all the elite folks, and that's my my Millionaire Mastermind and next level. That's my highlight of my week. So I love to hang out with you guys kind of in a big group and then hang out with the elite folks in a small group like Dylan. So let me say that again because it's really important. The best way to learn is not to make more mistakes. That's so close to the truth, but not dead on. The best way to learn is to make constantly improving, to make better mistakes, right? That's what I always tell the elite folks is I want you to make smarter, better mistakes than the stupid ones I made, right? The ones cost me massive time, massive money. And I want you guys to make better mistakes and smarter mistakes that cost less time and learn from, less pain, right? Desiree says it, not be afraid to make those mistakes. That's absolutely right. If anyone tells you like, hey, I've started off perfect, never screwed up, listen to me, you got to run. You want to hear a person's like, oh, I've got battle scars. The thing that you're wanting to do, I tried it and it worked out terribly. And here's why. And let me save you from that, right? So you never want anyone to tell you that they've never made a mistake because they're lying, or they're maybe an infant that somehow learned how to speak, or they're probably not who you want. Okay, so we want to make the distinction. It's not just about making mistakes, which we need to do and be willing to do and make bigger mistakes, faster mistakes, but we want to make sure that we're improving the quality of our mistakes, improving the quality of our response to those mistakes, and improving the distinctions we get from those mistakes. We got a lot of, everyone's digging this. Chris says calculate mistakes. Eric says thoughts on marketplace, cleaning services, handy home joy. Great question, not what we're going to talk about today. Today we're talking about whether you should get a coach, how to get a coach, how to get the most value. Maurice says, being to grow past your mistakes and learn from them and then move faster to the next one. Exactly correct. Hey, Ethel, good to have you. Okay, so I think we've got a good foundation. Let's jump into how to make sure you know if you need a coach, and if so, how to get the best value out of that so you can get that ROI that Chris mentioned. Okay, so another false thing we've got to get off before. So many people come and go, I tried coaching before and it didn't work, and that guy was a scam or that gal was a scam. And that can be the case, right? Sadly, it's the internet, man. There's people out there that are not good people or don't know what they're doing. That said, that's a disempowering position, right? If I'm like, well, that guy was a scam and I couldn't get anything, therefore I'm never going to do anything again, it can kill you. We really want to make sure that we own our side of the road, right? So and as a coach, I want to kind of tell you who's successful. The unsuccessful people are that like, hey, Mike, you're my coach now. I've given you money. You're in charge of my success, which couldn't be farther from the truth, right? You couldn't pay me enough to be in charge of your success. That would be called, if it's my responsibility, that's called my success, right? I'm gonna work on making myself successful. So you've got to own your side of the street. So certainly what a coach needs to do is have the good information, experience, be able to lovingly tell you all that sort of stuff, right? If they're telling you bad information, that's no good. But so many people don't execute, and they're like, I've had 23 coaches and they've all sucked. That's like saying, I had 23 girlfriends and they're all psycho. Well, really, if we look in the mirror, maybe it was you that was a psycho, right? If the world's crazy and you're sane, maybe we want to take a look at that. So I'll give you a perfect story that I think works when you're kind of looking at a relationship like this. There was a guy an older man sitting at the kind of a crossroads, right, where there was two paths behind him, and travelers would come up and talk to him. And one traveler came up and said, hey, I'm going to the road to the left, or I'm trying to decide to go to the left or the right. I'm thinking to the left. Do you know the people? Have you been to that town? And the old man said, yeah, I've been to that town. And he said, oh, that's amazing. I'm trying to decide left or right. I want to go left. How are the people in that town? And the old man said, It's a great question. How are the people in the town that you came from? And the traveler said, they were terrible. They lied, they cheated, they stole. Everyone was trying to get something over on everyone. They were just bad human beings. And the old man's face dropped and he said, I'm sorry. Unfortunately, you're going to find the people in this new town to be the exact same way. And the man put his head down and went on. Another traveler came on with the same scenario and asked him the same thing. Hey, I'm thinking about going which way. I want to go left. What do you think about the people from the left? Do you know those people? And the old man gave the same question. Well, what was the people like where you came from? And they said, oh my gosh, the town I came from, people were amazing. They were kind. They were generous. They were courteous. Best people in the world. The old man's face lights up and he says, good news. The people in the town to the left are going to be the exact same way, right? So it really has a lot more to do with who we are and what we bring to any relationship, coaching, marriage, friends, vendors, employees. If you go with high integrity, with commitment to succeed and be amazing, you're going to attract those types of people. If you show up with, it's not my fault, the world sucks, it's everyone else's fault to make me successful, you are going to struggle mightily. So really make sure that you're owning your side of the road in every relationship, including in coaching. So, all right. Another false thing is just this kind of like relationship. Like, oh, if I pay a coach, I can just ask them questions, right? They'll teach me, if I've got a bad idea, I'll ask them and I'll bounce it off them. And that's the value. Couldn't be further from the truth. The reality is when you pay a coach, you get to skip ahead to where they are. Any successful person will tell you, if they had to start over, knowing what they know, I do that now. I'm like, man, if I could go back to when I was dumb, poor Mike at 23, he was just so troubled. He needed so much help. If I could go back to young Mike and run that company, holy crap, I could have made it $1 million company in like 2 years tops, because I've got this knowledge and experience. So I don't want to go back. I love getting to be where I'm at. But the trick is the people, when you get a coaching relationship, you get to be able to start where they start, right? Like I've always thought, man, if I was going to design software, it'd be so easy because you can just find, how long did it take any software to figure out we're going to do this or we're going to do that or we're going to have, Facebook, we're going to have likes or we're going to do whatever. So you kind of get to go, well, this guy, I'm going to start from where he's starting, right? If they've got 20, 30, 40 years of experience or millions of dollars of experience they've invested in themselves, you kind of get to start where they are and skip ahead to where your coach's level of expertise is as opposed to starting. And that just saves years and years and years. And again, I got to tell you, once you've got the skills, it's so much easier the second time. Some of our Millionaire Mastermind people, Caitlin Alonso, just made this amazing lead magnet. I've been bragging on them forever for the last couple of days with that. And I told them the next one you make is going to be so much faster and so much easier, right? Like the first time I built my first $1 million company, I think it took me like 15 years for my first $1 million company. The second one, we went to like 4.3 million in revenue in, I don't know, 18 months or something. It goes so much faster. You want to find someone that has gotten that experience and you can kind of stand on their shoulders, just go faster. Maury says, sometimes I resonate like crazy with potential clients and never hear from them. That sucks. Dylan, one of our Millionaire Masterminds says, Mike has gone way beyond our business. I must say, Mike, you brought in big boy tools for my mindfulness, spiritual growth, teaching us how to be leaders. Sometimes I forget we have a cleaning company. Any of you guys and gals that ever get a chance to reach out in any of our groups and see Dylan or his wife, Daisy Ewing, amazing people. They've got a great business. They've got a super cool culture. Certainly they do pretty well financially, but they've got freedom, just amazing human beings. Reach out to them. All right. Another couple beliefs that will really slow your roll in your success is one, and they're both half truths, right? The first one is if I just had the right systems, I would succeed, right? If you just gave me that, the all, encompassing operations manual with all the systems and processes, and please don't hear me undervaluing those systems and processes are huge. You absolutely need them. But if you put the wrong person in the right business with all the systems and processes, but they aren't the leader they need to be, you're going to struggle. So we have to grow as a person, right? It's not just having $1 million systems for your business. You have to be a leader of $1 million company. So we have to kind of grow us first and then our business growth happens. So it's kind of one of the dirty little secrets I always tease people that come into our elite program and go, we totally baited and switched you. We told you we're going to teach you how to grow your company. Not even the truth. We're going to grow you as a leader, as an owner, as an entrepreneur. And then like magic, your company's going to grow. Certainly we'll give you the systems and processes. But if we don't grow you, so what? We haven't really served you. So you've got to have the system. You've got to have not just the systems and processes, but the mindset of a leader, of a successful person that people want to follow. Like we talked about, customers and employees, and we've got to have that right mindset. And then the flip side is also true, right? Some people go the other way and go, I don't need systems and processes. If I just do the personal development, if I just do the mindset work, if I just become a powerful mental person, I can have $1 million business. Man, that's a huge step forward, right? I mean, that is a big, big step forward. But the problem is without the right tools and processes and systems, you can have the right mindset, but if you don't have a map, you're still going to get lost. Now, you'll be happier and more well adjusted, but you'll still be lost, right? So the magic comes in coaching and just in business with the intersection of I've got the right mindset, I'm becoming or I am the right person to lead this team that I want to have, and I'm smart enough to pick the right people to surround myself with, the right peers, the right tools, and again, that's as we go in, like with our elite program, it's a lot of me kind of talking and teaching and all of our coaches, right? Our traffic coach, Marion, our mindset coach, and that's just how it is. When we get to the next level, and certainly the Millionaire Mastermind, it's a lot more connection with this is what I'm doing that's working. Here's where I'm at. We watch each other grow, right? It's so much different for me to say, hey, do this, be this. It's so much better to watch in community, seeing other people grow and go, I can do that. I can make that change. So the connection, if you're writing anything down on coaching, is you need to make sure that they are serving you both with mindset, who you are as a person, and with systems and processes, what you do as that person. If you're missing either, you're gonna struggle. Okay, where else are we? Oh, here's the biggest thing that I get. It breaks my freaking heart. I don't have any money, so I can't afford coaching. The reality is you don't have any money because you have not chosen to invest in yourself and your team, right? When I talk coaching, I invest a lot of money, not just on myself, but also on those are my people, right? So really, really important that we don't, it's kind of a chicken and the egg, right? You sit in front of the stove and go, hey, you give me some heat, I'll put in some wood. But that's not how it works. You've got to put in the wood to get the heat. The same thing works with coaching, right? You're like, oh, once I get money, I'll get coaching. Guess what? The successful people were getting coaching when they were unsuccessful, as they became successful. And the more successful people get more coaching. It's so funny, the paradox between the people that need the coaching never get it. The people that, because they think they know it or they don't have any money, there's always an excuse. The people that really don't need the coaching, the most successful people, our Millionaire Mastermind people, would probably be the ones that would be best equipped to go without any coaching. They invest the most time and money in themselves and improving. So you've got to kill that dragon of, if I don't have any money, therefore I can't afford coaching, and change it to, I don't have any money because I've not invested in myself and in the systems and processes I need to move forward. And I tell people, just so you guys don't think like, oh, easy for you to say, you're rich and famous, blah, blah, blah. Kind of rich, not all that famous. But I got to tell you, I started neither of those things. I was born to a single mom who never had a car. We walked, and it was in Phoenix, man. It was 100, it's like 40, 30 degrees out here with snow. In Phoenix, it was 120, man. We'd be walking or biking or waiting at a bus stop. And I probably spent easily probably closer to 300,000 on my own education, having never been to college, most of that on coach and things like that. And the first 100,000 I didn't have, right? I couldn't, when I was a kid, I couldn't leave Barnes and Noble. Yes, when I was young, they had these places called bookstores. You went where they hid all the books instead of, as opposed to Amazon, right? I couldn't leave there for less than $100. And I didn't have any money, but I was always with the books. So really important that we understand, you got to put the wood in first, right? You invest in yourself first, then you get the results. If you wait to get the results and then invest in yourself, you never will. Works the same with tithing for those of you that are kind of believers in the Bible. You give the money first and then you get the blessing. We wait till you're rich to tithe, you never will. All right, so the beauty of all this, and the big one thing I want to communicate with everybody is, life is short, right? I sneezed and I went from, just a new kid starting out 22 years old with my Service Master franchise to an old 45-year-old man half dead. I was literally, my wife and I were back in Grand Junction where I had Colorado a couple of days ago, where I hadn't been in 15 years. And holy crap, I was like, I can't believe how much has changed and how much I've changed since I was here last. All that to say, really important that if you want to go fast, right, we've only got 20, 30, maybe 40 years if we're healthy and everything works out right to kind of contribute something to this earth. And if you got to start from scratch and reinvent the wheel, you are absolutely capping the level that you can get to. If and when you really want to do something big, the only way to do it is to stand on the shoulders of other people that have made mistakes and start from where they started as opposed to starting from the beginning. I can't think of a better return, right? I think it was, I forget who said ROI, return on investment, than yourself, right? Anything I buy, cars, houses, vacations, furniture, it's all going to be over or go away or end. But the money that you invest in yourselves and your team, they get to take with them forever. You get to have with you forever. That's the stuff. So once you are okay with learning from others' mistakes, right? Not feeling like you've got to know everything on your own. The world is your oyster, right? The easiest thing to do is innovate off of what someone else has already completed and start where they're kind of finished, as opposed to starting from scratch. You can start where your coach is. So that's it. If you're like, holy crap, that's what I want, that's what I need, go to growmycleaningcompany.com. We just did our 500th episode a little while ago. So there are literally hundreds of hours of coaching from me. You know what I'm going to do? I don't usually do this, but we're going to do it today. If you go to growmycleaningcompany.com/talk, you can actually book a free appointment with one of our coaches. There's nothing for sale. It's just a quick 10 or 15 minute kind of overview of where you're at with your company, what kind of goals you have, with the goal of putting together a plan to get you to the next step. And if, hey, Yaya, we're almost done. Yaya, one of our Millionaire Mastermind people, just jumped on and says hi. Marvin says, that's what I want. Awesome, Marvin. We can't wait to talk to you and serve you. So if you go to growmycleaningcompany.com/talk, you can book a free call with one of our coaches, 10, 15 minutes, really just to get you some clarity on what you want, how committed you are, and then help you come up with a plan to get there. There's nothing for sale on the call, no charge. We just want to help you guys get where you want to go. If, and I'll just be totally honest, if you're like, holy crap, we need your help, they'll put you on with another coach and have a more in-depth conversation to really come up with a more in-depth plan. And if we think that's the best thing, we can help you get where you want to go, we'll absolutely help you with that. And if not, we'll still try and get you a plan. So that's where you go, growmycleaningcompany.com/talk. Chris says, watch most of your podcast. Information is amazing. That's awesome. That podcast, we've got like 500 episodes. If you're like, oh, that seems overwhelming, growmycleaningcompany.com, there's a free on-demand training. I think it's like 50 minutes long. It's kind of the best that we have. So go there. Harjuan says, hello. Good to have you, buddy. I was wondering where you're at, my friend. All right, guys, gals. I'm going to get back to the winter wonderland with my bride and go play in the snow for a little bit. Then I'm going to do my elite call. Then I'm taking the rest of the day off. Really enjoyed hanging out with you guys. Talk to you soon. Next time we broadcast, I'll be back in sunny Phoenix. Going to go enjoy the snow. Talk soon, guys. Thanks for tuning in to today's show. If you're fired up, ready to grow, and want to see if you have what it takes to work with us at Grow My Cleaning Company, here's what I want you to do right now. Go to growmycleaningcompany.com/talk. That's growmycleaningcompany.com/talk to book an appointment to speak with me personally. I'm going to jump on the phone with you to get you crystal clear on where you are now, where you want to be, and how to get you there. Don't walk around in the dark any longer. If you are serious about growing your cleaning company, it's time to finally get the systems in place that you need to grow. We've helped hundreds of owners of cleaning companies not only grow their business and their personal freedom, but give back to their community as well. If that's what you're looking for, head over to growmycleaningcompany.com/talk and book a time to talk with me personally. I can't wait to get to know you and your business.